Hey guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well, sending some positive vibes your way today, especially if you need them. As promised, I'm here to deliver you my free-to-play arena video that I have been kind of hinting at, teasing at, especially when I put out my super pay-to-win main arena teams on my pay-to-win account. Let's just be real. I was going to say my main account was called the pay-to-win account.
Help me!
Pay me and I'll help you.
Off. How much?
£60.
70.
Done.
Yeah!
But I've been saving up arena refills, and today I'm going to utilize my best team to try to see what I can do. I also have some gems here. So I'm not opposed to just going absolutely all out, using all my refills, all my gems. I don't know if I want to use all my gems. It took a while to get 784.
Please don't go.
That's valuable. I'm so close to masteries on a champion too. Let's get this accuracy to level 6. That's going to be the goal of today's video. But the biggest thing I want to convey in today's video, guys, is you can complete your Great Hall, and you can even do it free to play. We're only going to go for one level in today's video, but it's all about speed. Speed is not meta inside Raid Shadow Legends. That's what every content creator tells you, including myself. But we're talking about top of gold 5 and platinum. Top of gold 5 and platinum doesn't matter to 90, 95, 99% of people watching right now. Speed is still king in Raid Shadow Legends when you want to farm your Great Hall, and you can and will do it. Trust me. I'm going to show you my arena team. It sucks, okay? I just want to say that out the gate here. This is a free-to-play account without good gear. So I run a level 50 Seeker as my speed booster. He's the, he's the engine, if you will. I think Seeker is one of the best arena champions inside the entire game when it comes to Great Hall farming, okay? He's got this ability to fills a turn meter of all allies by 30% and increase attack, and then an extra turn where he can go into his provoke. Now, obviously, I don't have an amulet on him. I don't have a banner on him. I have no masteries on Seeker either. So he's, he's just in triple speed gear, basically, and his speed right now is 222. So that's all I got on him. Probably not even enough to land provokes on most enemies, 77 accuracy, but I just put all speed, my best speed gear from speed sets, and that's it. He does have this really, really cool passive too. Dark Blood heals his champ by 20% and places an increased defense on all allies for 2 turns when he's hit with a critical hit. I think that's astounding, again, to keep my team alive, okay? Now, I need a speed aura, so I'm actually running a 2-nuker build because, frankly, both of my nukers suck.
Yeah, too far.
They're actually really good. Rhonda and Skullcrown are both really good, but Skullcrown, I don't have a banner for Knight's Revenant right now, so I don't have a banner on her at all. Her stats are mediocre to say the best. No crit damage on her. I have just no good gear on this account, right? But this is the reality that a lot of players are facing, so I wanted to kind of show you a strategy that I use to pick up a ton of easy wins, even with, again, just no good gear. Or Ascension, or Masteries. No Masteries on Skullcrown, no Masteries on Rhonda, no books on Rhonda either. I have absolutely nothing on Rhonda other than a Savage set with pretty lackluster gear. I have 100 and 104, 164 speed, 3000 attack on my Rhonda, okay? But the cool thing is about Rhonda is this Fury Tremor attacks all enemies 2 times, damage increased by 30% if this champion has more than 50% HP. Hopefully with Seeker on the team, speed boosting my squad, we win the speed race. We have Duck the Pierce as my debuffer. She comes in and boom, hopefully kills everybody. If not, that's why I have Skullcrown as well. Immune to turn meter reduction effects when the skill is not on cooldown. Decrease all turn meter reduction effects used against this champion by 50% when the skill is on cooldown. That's really handy as well for the arena. And of course, the second fastest on the team at 197. It's very imperative that Seeker goes first, and then we boost whoever goes next within 30% speed of Seeker. That's going to be Duck the Pierce. He's going to come in with decreased defense and decreased attack. He's a defense-based debuffer. I think he's criminally underrated in this game. Very, very good champion. He's got a Stag Knight-esque type kit, but he's defense-based. Not as fast as Stag Knight. Maybe not as good in a vacuum, but very, very effective. And personally, he's my favorite. Might be my favorite champion on this account. I run him everywhere. So that's the squad. I'm just going to show you against a random team here, and then I'm just going to cut for a while, and we're just going to speed farm our ashes off. Sorry for the awful dad pun, but this is, see, like the whole idea here is even though everything's crap on this account, and I'm in bronze, so I'm not telling you this is anything super impressive, but boom, we boost, we go in, we provoke, We wait, debuff, kill. That's it. Boost, provoke, debuff, kill. Boost, provoke, debuff, kill. Let's do it, baby. The only downside to the provoke is it does take a second. It adds a second, and I want this to be fast and efficient. Okay, so there's a lot of Ultimate Death Knight teams. I have Ultimate Death Knight on this account as well. I'm not afraid to sub in Ultimate Death Knight for Ronda. I still want to keep Skullcrown if I need it against more, advanced teams, higher team power, or teams that I don't think I can beat in a speed race. But to be totally honest with you guys, and this is an important takeaway, unlike my main account where I take a little bit of a pride, right? Every team I want to beat, every team. I'm not afraid to pick and choose, man, and you guys shouldn't be either, right? If you don't think you can beat a team, then just pass up on that team. Who cares, right? I'd rather not lose the time and the trophies. So one way to tell if you're going to beat a team or not, right? One thing to look out for is click on their player profile. Look at their player power, 399, and then look at your own player power. In my case, it is 278. 278 player power. Listen, it's not always going to be the case, but assuming he had a speed or a lead, which he doesn't, but assume he does, if I have almost double the player power that he does, it usually means that not only do I have more champions, upgraded, etc., but I probably have better artifacts too. Again, that is not a lock. Does not go. It's not. There's exceptions to every rule, especially that one. But I like to kind of click on their avatar just to scout out a little bit. Maybe if they're way higher than me player power and they have a speed or a lead, and I'm running kind of a crappy artifact speed team, I might look elsewhere. So guys, I'm gonna come back at you guys. In about.
Who's singing?
I'm going to come back to you guys when I actually get to a league where I can actually start farming my Great Hall more appropriately. This is what happens when you take a break from an account for a prolonged period of time. And I just, by the way, got Grush the Mangler in my daily login rewards this morning, so I'm excited about that. I do want to build him, but frankly, I am so broke when it comes to skill tomes on this account that I don't know, man. I mean, don't even get me started on my skill tome rant. Don't even get me started. You can see it on my legendaries. I think I only have one legendary booked on my entire free-to-play account, fully booked. Only one, and that's Ninja. That's how long I've been playing this account. Even though I haven't been logging in every day, clearly that I just got Grush. What is that, 240 days, 230 days, something like that, Grush? Either way, guys, I will be back in, in a little bit here. We clear the row in Bronze 2. No big deal, but we're farming. We're going to max out my magic accuracy. Let's do this. That's going to help Duck the Pierce tremendously, obviously, because he's a magic affinity champion who needs a lot of accuracy. He has about, let me check his accuracy. Let me see where that's at right now. It is at 193, which honestly isn't that bad. Hey guys, I will be right back. We'll check in a little bit here. All right guys, so far still easy, no losses. We made it to Silver 1, so still kind of chugging along, but it's going pretty fast, I have to be real with you guys. And again, I'm going against every single team so far. No one's really scaring me thus far, and I want to get into gold. That's kind of my goal. I want to find that sweet zone, and I really want you guys to pay attention to that portion of the video as well, because we want to get to a point where we can comfortably farm, maybe not win every battle, but win the vast majority, but as high as we can go, because we want those rewards to be as high as possible. But we can't be somewhere where we're going to be losing the majority of battles or losing, a decent amount. The beautiful thing about this team is having two nukers, as you just saw it there. I'm having to rely more and more on both the nukers and the debuffer, all kind of hitting the enemy team pretty hard. Duck is really cool because on his A3 he has a provoke as well, so I can control the match a little bit afterwards. I love the block passive skills too on Ronda. Man, Ronda's underrated, dude. She really is. I'm starting to really like this squad. I think I have a Vogoth at level 40 or 50 who I could put in like a shield set if I needed to when things get a little bit trickier. But so far, things are fairly easy here down, and I'm just basically trying to make some headway here and get up again to gold. The last thing I'll say is, I mentioned it earlier, but the increased attack setup is absolutely pivotal. You then need to take advantage of everything you can, meaning decrease defense, meaning increase attack when your artifacts aren't that good. So the speed tuning, the order of these champions going is super, super important, but also it's imperative that we have that speed booster for going back to the turn order with the speed booster going first, handing off to the debuffer, handing off to the nukers, but also setting up with the decrease attack and the increase attack and the decrease defense and weaken if you have it, you know. If I had a Madame Saris, I'd probably be running her instead of Dr. Pierce because I just love being able to remove those buffs at the same time. But as you guys can see, things are still really, really smooth. We're making super fast progress, which is exactly where we want to be. And the fact that I don't have to, I'm beating every team here, means that I don't have to spend gems to refresh. I can just beat everybody, then I'll get the new fresh reset of my my team options to face here. So again, things are pretty easy. I'll be right back. Check in when we get to gold, okay? All right, guys, so we made it up to gold 1 on our way to gold 2, and I think I have enough medals now to go ahead and upgrade my accuracy. It hasn't taken me that long at all, so, I mean, it's going pretty well. All I'm trying to do here, guys, is avoid speed auras. So, I mean, what is this team over here? What is this? Easy. But see, there's a lot of easy teams, so I can just kind of pick and choose, as I told you guys. Now, what if you don't have Seeker? Probably should talk about that, right? If you don't have Seeker, you just run Apothecary in a similar type of fashion, right? I got to give you a turn meter boost. He's going to bring the increased speed as well for your team, so you're going to be good to go there. I'm basically going against any squad, as I mentioned.
I'd think twice about this if I were you.
All right, I'll do one more. I'm going against any squad, essentially, that doesn't have that speed, and I can basically take them down using the 2-nuker strategy with the all speed. It's the most simplistic, kind of old-school arena strategy, but for my money, I guess not for my money on this account, right? But you get what I'm saying. It's still the best strategy, right? And I like Skullcrown, even though she's not hitting hard at all with the gear that I have on her. I'm going to show you the gear on all these champions, too, how I have them built. But I really like this strategy because it's fast. And that's what I'm all about, right? Because you don't want to be sitting here for 3-4 minutes every single arena battle when you're just trying to get medals at the end of the day, right? All these Ultimate Death Knights, though. I thought it was bad, Ultimate Death Knight, where I am in the arena. But he is on, gosh, over 50% of teams. I mean, granted, I know he was a free champion, so I can see, you know, as to why. But God, he really holds things up here, as you can see in this battle. 48 seconds, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a lot faster than that, right? But like a champion like, you know, a team like any of these teams are fine, you know. The only thing I'm worried about, again, is if they have a speed booster in there. But of course, you guys have to go with what works for you. You know your artifacts, you know your champions better than, of course, anybody else. But teams like this, they may look difficult. They might have, you know, on paper, better champions than I have. But we just have a better, more well-constructed team, especially when it comes to farming in 7 seconds. And that's what it's all about, speed. So let me go ahead and see if I have enough to go ahead and farm up my accuracy here. Upgrade, I do. Whew, it took me a while, but I got it. So all of that work for one little tidbit of accuracy. Now, you do this long enough, and here's where you will end. Oh my God. And I say that not to be hyperbolic, not to humble brag or anything stupid like that. I say that honestly because this is the team that I used with Seeker and everything. I didn't run Dr. Pierce and Rhonda, but I ran a debuffer. I think I was running, God, who was I using? Maybe Tyrell, maybe Stag Knight. It was back in the day, right? But I use a debuffer and I use kind of the 2-nuker strategy with Skullcrown, and I forgot again who else I was using, but maybe it was a Kymar. You know, if you have a better legendary option than a Skullcrown or a Rhonda that fits in with a speed aura, of course use that as well. Or you can use kind of, if you have like a lot of options at your disposal, you can use a team like this. Let me just go ahead and show you a normal or an endgame speed farming team, but it's the same type of idea, right? We have 1-nuker, we have our speed booster going first, Arbiter with the speed or lead. We pass things to our debuffer or our CC champion, Kymar, Madame Saris, and then Trunda finishes things off. It's the same type of idea. These are the fastest teams, so if you're lucky enough to have better champions than I do on my free-to-play account or better gear, you're going to be going first. You CC the enemy team, you debuff the enemy team, and then you nuke them all down. And again, it's going to be fairly fast. We're looking at, 9-second runs here. So this is the strategy I would employ. Again, kind of a more upgraded, a more pay-to-winny strategy. But it's all about speed, man. It's all about speed and being selective. That's the biggest thing. Let me show you the builds on these champions, and I'll be right back. And hey, guys, the cool thing is I didn't even notice, but there's a Classic Arena tournament going on right now. I don't care about the Fusion. I'm certainly not going yet for it on the free-to-play account, but it looks like like I'm going to win. I'm going to get some relentless artifacts. I'm going to get some energy, some gems back, thankfully, and a bunch of stuff that I don't really care about that much on this account. But still, stop putting pop-ups in my face. I'm not spending money on the game.
Shame on you.
All right, so Dr. Pierce, as I said, what do I have on this dude? We got crit rate on the gauntlets. We got defense on the chest. We got speed on the boots. We have accuracy on the banner. Again, 203 on the accuracy, 197 on the speed, 3,000. You can see the stats are a little bit better because of our league bonus in the arena, right? Nice to have. I don't even have enough silver. I'm so silver broke on this account that I haven't even fully upgraded all his gear. Skull Crown, we need one more star for Ascension so we can get that banner on her. And again, we're seeing, you know, a little bit of Cruel. I thought I had Savage. All I have is one Cruel and the best artifacts I could find. Speed, attack percentage, and crit rate. Just trying to do the best I can, right? No masteries on Skull Crown. No masteries on Rhonda. No skill books on Rhonda at all, as I mentioned. So this is super budget mode. No upgrade, full upgrades in the top line of artifacts. We are just going, you know, really poor mode. Speed, attack percentage with a trip roll of crit rate. I'll take that, right? And then I got crit damage on her gauntlets. That's why she's hitting quite a bit harder than Skull Crown there, not to mention her multipliers. Seeker, as I said, guys, no masteries on Seeker either. We do have Seeker booked. So that's nice to have, but it's not mandatory, right? You can open up, get that extra turn, get the turn meter filled, regardless of whether it's booked out or not, but it's nice, right? But again, dude, my man has a level 8. At least I can get this up to level 12. There's no speed, though. But I have a level 8, level 12 chest piece accuracy to give him a little bit of accuracy. I got speed on the boots, but they're only level 12. I've been running this whole thing with level 12 speed boots. I have no silver to upgrade, man. Oh, the life of a free-to-play account. I feel for you guys who have to do this every day, man. I really do. HP non-upgraded on the gauntlet. So this is a super poor man Seeker, but we're still able to get 222 speed, which was enough to go first, plus a speed aura and the turn meter boost on most of our battles. So boy, I should have probably checked this before I started the video, but I can get a bunch of extra speed from these boots, which I intend to do right away, and that's really going to help. Remember, on your turn meter booster, whether it's Arbiter, whether it's Apothecary, whether it's Seeker, just go all out speed on this champion. Don't concern yourself so much with what the main stats are. Just go with your best speed gear. And no, I don't have any speed gear that's not on another champion that I use all the time. I have no speed chests on my entire account, so I had to go with no substat speeds on the chest. But guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you gleaned something from this video. The biggest takeaway is the mentality of being fast, not being, you know, go second teams are fun to mess around with, but if you're looking to speed farm your great haul, just go with the speed. It still will win when it comes to farming. Speed is not meta in Platinum tier, but I would say, what, 95% of you guys are not concerned with Platinum Arena. You're concerned with not winning every match. You're concerned with going fast, getting as many medals, and using all of your arena tokens every time that you have them. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.